New York and playing in Madison Square Garden and be able to compete for a national championship in its own right. I don't know. I ain't gonna go one way or the other. I can give you the pros and the cons of both, but I'm just excited to be where I'm at. And like I said, we're trying to make the most of this opportunity. But like you said, it's the NCAA tournament. Even though Wisconsin lost, you said the first game?
Did they lose in the first
game?
Yeah.
First game, second round. Okay.
Yeah.
They still had a really good season. You know, even though it's not going to reflect to them due to their postseason play, they played really well this year. So, I mean, everybody is different, and especially in this circumstance. So I can't really tell you one way or the other. I could probably tell you if I was to experience both in the same season, which is impossible. So I don't really know how to tell you one way or the other.
Your coach got a little. He didn't get mad, and I asked him that. He's like, I don't look at it that way because we would have made a run in the NCAA tournament. That's how I look at it. He seemed a little like we could have been in that tournament and not just to be in it.
No, yeah, and I think he's right. I didn't know that's what you meant by that. I guess that's how he interpreted. Everybody interprets questions differently too. But
there's an argument about one and done in the NCAA is better than a deep run in the NIT. I don't think it is, but I just was curious.
It depends on what you call a deep run. Losing last night could have been a deep run, just from the standpoint we lost in the second round last year. So, like you said, it just depends on how you interpret it, how you look on things. And my look on it is, this is as good as it could have gotten. You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint of we didn't make the tournament. So, what's your next move after that? And this is it, and we're making the most of it. Not worried about what happened in the past. You got to get another chance next year and make the most of that one.
I've seen some changes, I guess, in your team's mindset in the NIT versus even at the end against Michigan State. It was kind of like the Michigan State loss. It seems like you guys now are like, all right, you're past it. You're past the breakdowns, the errors that you've had in late games on the road or neutral sites. Do you feel like the other night that you guys passed kind of a roadblock?
Yeah, I think we looked at it as another challenge and obstacle in our way. Knowing we struggled on the road. And I think that was a big win just because it was on the road. I actually probably, even though I love Carver and I love how the fan supporters, I think we needed that from the standpoint of just showing that we could win on the road against a quality team and somebody who else was NCAA tournament worthy. So I think that helped us out a lot. And I'm pretty happy that we had to go there and prove ourselves. So now we move on, and hopefully from there we can play again on Thursday.
You put the cart in front of the horse, but you're going to have expectations during the offseason. Does anything change? I mean, do you have to make sure your teammates all stay hungry and everything? Because you guys
we're going to be hungry. We're hungry now. It's not going to change anything for next year, regardless if we win or don't win. We still have goals to work with. It's not like we won the NCAA national championship. Then you ask, where do you go from there?
Sure.
So it's still another stepping stone, even if we win the NIT championship for next year. So we won't see a less desired team coming in next year.
The other night there were a couple of junctures in the game, real similar to some of your other road games, whether it was Wisconsin, Minnesota, Purdue, what have you, where you're up 10, then they take the lead. You're on the road, hostile environment. It was a pretty good arena, I thought.
Yeah.
Good team, hitting shots, everything. But then there was this juncture where you didn't make the mistakes late. You made your free throws. You executed on offense. Was there a kind of a communal mindset of this one's not getting away?
Yeah, I think it was the entire mindset from the season, and also I didn't want to feel after the Oregon game when we had the lead, and they came back and beat us on the road. You don't want to feel like that. And I told you it would come to a point where this team would get sick of that. And after Michigan State, even though it wasn't a road game, I think this team was sick of losing, especially games that we have leads late and should win. So, like you said, I think it was just a mindset that this isn't happening tonight. So that's a good thing too.
Do you feel like, okay, that's going to be beneficial not only for this tournament but next year, because if you still would have had that question in your mind going on the road, you'll go to Iowa State, you'll go a lot of other places. Now that question's been answered, and it's kind of, you draw on it a little bit in the future.
Like having relapses as far as into the mind of what happened last year.
Well, let's say